Adam, a friendly this weekend for the team. Just how good is it to get those minutes in players' legs?
Yeah, it's been really important, especially after the long period we had off with games cancelled in December and early January. It meant we hadn't played for a lot of weekends. So after the game last weekend, and like we said at the end of that on reflection, last sort of 25 minutes we were really leggy. You could tell we'd not played in a while, so we didn't want to go another weekend's break before another league fixture. So luckily Doncaster reached out and wanted a friendly. They're in a similar position, so really good for us to play another tier 4 opposition that aren't in our league. So the level of challenge and quality was really, really good and allowed our players to get some important minutes.
And just how important, how vital are friendlies like this in the middle of the season after those breaks, especially heading into what is a run of games Sunday, Tuesday, Sunday?
Yeah, it's really important. Obviously, we're frustrated with the way the league fixtures have fallen, that huge gap. You wouldn't normally see that in a league, and especially the amount of time it was. It's kind of similar to an off-season almost in the summer. So keeping the players connected is really, really important. I think making sure that we get players, just playing together and getting that touch back after Christmas, reconnecting and building on some of the hard work that we've done the first half of the season has been really important.
And with the first team, say you had some of the under-16s players, just how good is it for the pathway to see that those opportunities are there if those players can impress? Yeah,
I think it's really important for us. Obviously, we've got training blocks with our pathway players coming up and getting in minutes like we do every season. And then having a friendly today gives us that opportunity to get a couple of them connected to the first team environment. So that's important for their development, both in terms of understanding what a kind of senior first team match day looks and feels like, and then also for them to test themselves against National League players, which is really important for us in terms of supporting their development and next steps. So really, really good as a staff for us to be able to have them in the group today. Really, really impressed with the way they've applied themselves and the energy they brought. And yeah, it's a really, really good day for the pathway in that sense.
And straight after the friendly, the reserves played same opposition as a league game. Just how good is it that you're actually able as a staff to stay around and watch that and see the players that are probably knocking on the door of first team training, knocking on the door of first team squads?
Yeah, it's really important. Obviously, usually we play the same day. We're in different places, so we're relying on watching the VO back of the reserves game, which is great. We get to see those games and that's fine, but it's better to be here in person. So the ability to stay after today, watch the players, spend some time around the group. We're really, really impressed with some performances today from the reserves. A couple of the players had outstanding games and they're developing really, really well. And again, to see some of those younger players coming through and competing well at a good level in the National League's reserves is great. So nice for us as staff to be around it, yeah.